Hey guys, how's it going? This is Obi with Lion Strong Elite. I am the Lion Strong CEO, so I want to thank you once again for tuning in for another of my videos. It's always appreciated. Just so you guys know, as always, you guys can be watching anything else, but you guys are here breaking bread with me. So I owe it to you guys to provide you information that's invaluable, that's applicable, and it's something that you can just take right now and just apply it right now. So anyway, with that said, guys, some simple housekeeping as always. Be sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel, Lion Strong Elite, because like I always say, we bring out a lot of good information that's not only simple to understand, but very applicable at the same time. So I think it's the real talent. You know, people typically do a lot of talking, but it doesn't resonate with the audience. So we like to make sure we bridge the gap here while you're watching. All right, guys, so with this video, it's gonna dive into the realm of nutrition, but more how it applies to it applies to executives and the CEOs when it comes to diets. You know, we all know what diets are. Now, you know, let's break down what a diet is. So diet is just your regular consumption, your day-to-day consumption of food that you consume, okay? And this consumes of proteins, fats, and carbs. And these things consists of an ideal diet. Now, you know, there are a lot of people out there, a lot of those that I coach, because they're so busy working and building. And as admirable as it is and as amazing as it is what they're creating, you know, what always happens is they tend to their nutrition as well as their training and their lifestyle habits tend to take a back seat because of what they're trying to do. And that's understandable. But guys, this is why I'm here. This is why I work with them. So that way we can always bridge that gap, because by not bridging the gap, you're leaving money on the table. You're basically keeping yourself from fulfilling your potential. And on this channel, we're all about trying to be better and finding ways to improve and to be the best we can be. But anyway, back to this. So when it comes to diet, it's just what you consume. Now, an actual diet, is supposed to be a regimented collection of food that you consume that is supposed to be tailored to the individual. Unfortunately, the reason why diets don't work is because people eat foods that's not tailored to them, okay? It's foods that they don't enjoy eating. It's foods that don't fit with their lifestyle. So if you're somebody who's always on the go, or you just don't like to cook food, or you know, or both, it doesn't make sense for you to consume something that goes against what you normally do. And that's not a bad thing, okay? It's not a bad thing. If you want to cook, that's nothing wrong with that. I like to cook my food because, you know, the reason why is not because I enjoy it, is because, you know, I have a very sensitive digestive system, and I'm very meticulous as far as what I put in my body. So I prefer not to eat out because I like to see what goes into my food, because, you know, I do have digestion issues if I eat the wrong food. So how do you bridge that gap? How do we fix this for us men that are CEOs, entrepreneurs, very busy individuals that, you know, time is very scarce in the day and we just try to just grab something? Well, number one, you have to understand and accept the fact that you're not going to have the perfect lifestyle, so to speak, when it comes to diet, okay? That's just what you get. It's what you got to accept. There's no point trying to force yourself to do something that you're not going to stick with. Okay, so when people say, "Oh, I got to be better at cooking my own food," well, that's easy to say, but you're not going to do it because you're just not. So, just to give you an example, I have a client. You know, he's in the tech space and, you know, runs a pretty big company, and he's somebody that I've been working with. You know, this guy would work so much on the computer that he would literally go hours and not think about food, right? And of course that changed because, you know, he has more, hold on guys, sorry about that. That of course changed because of course he has the incentive to eat because he's been training. I put him on a strong training regimen to where that appetite is there, but still, you know, even though he does eat, he does get busy from time to time. And he tells me this is because, you know, he just can't afford to leave because things are happening. So, you know, he has an assistant, and I was able to put her on game, you know, get her up to speed. And I simply said that, you know what, he likes eating this. He likes eating this food from this place. So every day I need you to, get him breakfast from this place. Make sure that it's ready, get him lunch from this place. But I told her to do this though. Okay, I told her to, since he's eating the same foods every day, now where I come in, I just got to make sure that I know how much of it he's eating. I got to make sure the calories are right. Because you can take anything and just move it around to make sure that it fits in people's macros. And also, he'll eat his dinner from this place. So I simply told her that, hey, I need you to get, each food from each place, throughout the week, and just put it in the fridge. Put it in his fridge, put it in Tupperwares, right? So I actually had her put it in different Tupperwares. So I'm in the kitchen. So like this, right? And she'll get, 3 meals a day, say he works 5 days a week, 3, 6, 9, 12, 15. So he has 15 Tupperwares, right, stacked in the fridge. So all he needs to do is just grab one and just put it in the fridge, warm it up, back to work. And guys, that's actually meal prep. When people talk about I got a meal prep, it doesn't have to be you cooking it. It's just you having meal prepared. Meal prep. I have meal on demand. That's all it is. Maybe they should change it to meal on demand. Foods on demand, excuse me. So, and that's what I recommend, because again, guys, anybody who runs a business out there that's in and out of meetings, handling deals, I get it. I get it. I understand the life. I run a couple businesses myself, so I do understand what that's like. So, it takes one to understand the stressors that someone is dealing with as well. But like I said before, people typically fail is because they try to jump on these things that are popular, whether it be a carnivore diet, vegan diet. They want to go paleo or keto. Listen, guys, like I said, they all work, right? As long as you are monitoring calories, you are monitoring your protein intake, your carb intake based off of you. And what I mean by that is, I'm kind of diving into another topic, is understanding your macronutrients. So we've all heard of macros, but for the sake of the discussion, we'll go into that briefly. So a macro or a macronutrient consists of protein, fats, and carbs. So, each of them have a role in the body. And, depending on how you're training, if you're someone who's training in my program, where you're training 4 or 5 days a week on my program, your strength training, high intensity or higher intensity workouts where it's weights are heavily involved, you're eating more carbohydrates because your body needs that energy to train like an athlete. Because I'm really big on training my clients like athletes, being athletic, being strong. So because of how the workouts are, your body needs more carbs. So, unlike most people when they say like carbs are bad, yeah, they're bad for you because you're not training enough and hard enough to where your body needs them, okay? And that's why I always say that everything should be tailored based off of a need. If your body doesn't need it, if it's not needing it, there's no point putting it in there, okay? So you just got to make sure that, okay, we all know what's protein. I always prefer an animal source of protein because it's higher in micronutrients. People can do what they want, but I like to make sure that we're getting the great amino acid profile. As far as carbohydrate of choice, typically I prefer white rice or jasmine rice because it's easy to absorb. You don't experience gas and bloating and indigestion because that can ruin everything. And if you're backed up or if your stomach is not treating you well, you have a tendency of not being able to perform in your workouts because your body can't better utilize the food. And when it comes to fats, good fat is olive oil. I got olive oil, butter. I prefer butter, but these are both great. So you want to make sure you're getting your fats from stuff like this. You can get it from your animal fats. But it's just very simple, guys. But And these are things that we all know of, obviously, but, oftentimes, we tend to complicate things. And I think that, as long as you remember these key points, you're eating foods that you enjoy first, okay? So to give you a breakdown, when I'm working with clients, I always ask them, hey, just provide me a list of all the foods you enjoy eating, okay? Proteins, fats, carbs. They send that to me. I'm able to see all that. And then I'm able to take that based off of their age, their height, their weight. These are, of course, men that I'm working with. I do calculations and I'm able to provide them. I'll send them the list back, but in the manner in which it's tailored to them. That way they see how much you're supposed to be eating, and it's easy. It's easy, guys, when you tailor it to you. It's easy when you tailor it to your lifestyle. So that's just the biggest thing. Foods that I like and making sure that my lifestyle can sustain it. Because remember, it means nothing if it's not sustainable, if it's not repeatable. Because if you can't do those things, it's pointless, guys. You're just basically spinning your wheels and you're back at square one. So guys, anyway, I hope that helped. Again, I tried to make things very, very simple. I think, people tend to make these discussions very complicated, but, here at Lion Strong Elite, I like to make things simple because, once it's simplified, people understand, there's no confusion. But yeah, anyway, guys, I appreciate you guys watching this video. Again, I'm going to be bringing up more information because I'm happy to give it to you guys. I know it's valuable, and I know those watching out there really appreciate it. So I'm going to keep bringing it to you guys. Like always, you guys can be anywhere else watching a bunch of mindless nonsense and garbage online, but you guys are on this channel where we promote value, strength training, mindset, the whole nine, the holistic approach to being that top tier guy, the high performing man that we all know we can be, or if we already are, but we can get to that next level. But anyway, guys, be sure to subscribe to my channel, Lion Strong Elite, and make sure you guys check out the links in the description. If you guys are interested, I do coaching, and this is something that I love doing. I love making guys better in the way that I see fit. So guys, I'll see you on the next video. I'm going to cook up some more stuff, and I'll see you guys on the next one, okay? Thank you guys. Have a good night, and be great, okay? Because the only person who can be great is you, all right? Bye.